Hi, this is Christina from thegardenindianmom.com. Today's video is Homeschooling 101. What is homeschooling? How is it different from regular schooling? To understand this, we need to first understand what is a home. The home, according to the dictionary, is a noun, the place where one lives permanently, especially as a member of a family or a household. Homeschooling is learning from home, which has the individual's best interest at heart. So that is homeschooling for you. These are few questions that we pondered over before we began homeschooling, so I thought I'd make a video on them. So there are two phases before you begin homeschooling, the analyzing and the planning phase. In the analyzing phase, there are three questions that are good to be pondered upon. The first question would be, what is your vision for your child? What are your aspirations for your child? Where do you see education taking your child? You need to keep the end in mind before you begin. You need to set your long-term goal before you begin. The second one would be, know your child or know your learner. There are different learning styles. Example, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. The visual learner learns well when they see things. The auditory learner learns well through hearing. And the kinesthetic is your high energy, active child who does well when they're engaged with hands-on activities. Predominantly, the learner will lean towards one style of learning while the others will take a back seat. And learners could also be a mix of the learning styles. Now, moving to the third question. What is your vision for your homeschool? What is your style of homeschooling? There are many different styles of homeschooling, and to know your own style, there is a quiz that you can take, and that's going to be linked in the description box below. Your homeschool could be a Montessori style homeschool where you use lots of Montessori materials, or your homeschool could be imaginative and creative like Waldorf. Your homeschool could be based on ancient Western education system and philosophy, and that would be classical. And then it could be based on living books, which would be a Charlotte Mason, or it could be child-led, which is unschooling. So these are the different types of homeschooling approaches, and being a mix of them would be eclectic. Now, moving forward to the planning phase. In the planning phase, again, we have three questions. The first one would be, planning your subjects. What are the subjects that you're going to be teaching this year? For example, for a younger child, it would just be reading, writing, and arithmetic. And as we go on to older children, the sciences would split and things like that. So, planning the subjects for the year. Then, the second question would be, what are the resources that you're going to use? What are the types of books that you're going to use? What are the materials? Do you need manipulatives and such? So, planning your resources. And the third question would be, planning your week, planning your month, planning your year. So, you first plan, you keep your long-term goal, and then you break it into small chunks which you can achieve in months, and then you can even split them even into smaller chunks per week so that you know what to do week by week. So this way you attain your yearly goal. So as you can see, there are no right answers or wrong answers. All these questions depend on you, your family, your child, your style, and your style of learning, your child's style of learning, your philosophy. It all depends on you and your family alone. So homeschooling is a very unique experience. There are no right or wrong answers here. So homeschooling in a nutshell is a customized education for an individual child. Until next time, see you. Bye.